Okay, so here's what we know about the Texas Gulf Coast. One of the bedrocks of the coastal ecology is oysters and oyster reefs. Without the healthy, functioning oyster reefs in this part of Texas, the entire system is in jeopardy. The reason why oysters are so important is because they function as nature's natural filtering system. Each oyster filters up to 50 gallons of water a day, and in doing so, restores the health and the vibrancy of this ecosystem. So when we see oyster reefs in decline and when we see oysters in decline, it affects several things along our Texas coastline. First, it affects the ecosystem. And when the ecosystem is damaged, many of the species disappear or go into decline. That affects the Texas economy. Both our commercial and our recreational fishing industry is one of the hallmarks of this part of Texas. And when those systems are in decline, these parts of our economy go into decline. And the third thing that happens is that as many Texans move to the Gulf Coast, we see magnified results from erosion and hurricanes. So the reason the Nature Conservancy is working so hard to restore and rehabilitate oyster reefs is to make sure that our people are safe, our economy is safe, and that our ecosystems are safe. This is the work we do at the Nature Conservancy.
This particular study has found that shellfish around the world are in peril. Shellfish that produce reefs, that construct reefs, are in peril across the planet. This study has demonstrated from data from China, from South America, from North America, from Europe, and has found that in most places around the planet, the shellfish that build reefs are either in very poor condition or basically ecologically extinct. As we have learned over time, the importance of shellfish in estuarine systems and marine systems in general play a keystone ecological importance. They have functions of water quality, they have functions of shoreline protection, they have functions of habitat and nursery. They also have functions, of course, of producing a commodity, which is meat, oyster meat. There are several technologies that are used. In some cases, the restoration we do is we use, just captured or fished oyster shell that has been picked up by the oyster companies and the fishing companies, and then returning that shell to the water, and then therefore creating substrate for baby oysters to attach and use as a substrate to grow from. That's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is using a technology that has been called reef shoreline protection technology, and it varies in different kinds, and there's different technologies that have been developed here in the Gulf actually. One of them has been used in this preserve that we are right now in Matt Island to protect the shoreline from erosion from energy created by the Intercoastal Waterway. And this uses shell technology to build a light barrier, light in the sense of weight, barrier on the shoreline to prevent the waves from eating out the shoreline erosion, the shoreline marsh. The other element that we have to remember is that anybody who lives close to the coast is in danger of shoreline erosion by different processes, either by wind energies, storm processes, or even hurricanes, as in the case of the Gulf of Mexico. Oyster reefs have traditionally helped protect the coast from a lot of the energy, gathered by these natural phenomena.